Good morning, my name is Camille and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want to do a little video about apartment updates part 2. In the last couple months, my boyfriend and I have made a lot of updates to our apartment. I've been thrifting a lot. I found some new pieces of furniture. We finished some started projects like working on the bench in our kitchen area. Anyways, so we've done a whole bunch of switches and I feel like it's time for an update. But first I thought I would start with like a proper introduction because I posted I think this is my 11th YouTube video now. I feel like I've never done a proper introduction. So my name is Camille. I'm 24 years old. I just graduated from university about a year ago. I did a degree in history with a minor in sociology, which I really, really loved. But now I'm kind of pivoting my career, my interests, or not necessarily pivoting, but I feel like when I graduated, I really did enjoy school, but there was this part of me that knew that I kind of had like a lot of creative interests, which I had put aside to pursue university. But now that I'm graduated, I kind of just wanted to take some time to let myself explore my other interests and passions and hobbies and see what can come of it. And interior design is a big one of those. I think I have been thinking about eventually potentially going back to school to do another undergrad in interior design. I currently work at a secondhand buy-sell trade thrift store, and I work as a product buyer, so we do have some vintage product, but then alongside that we also have new product. So my job is doing research, brand research, buying all that new product, and I've really been enjoying that. I think it's a perfect mix of research and brand knowledge, and also trends and fashion and design and that sort of thing, which are all fields I'm interested in, and I feel very fortunate to have a job where I can explore some of those interests through it, which is really awesome. Anyways, I thought I would just get started and talk about some of the changes that we have made in the apartment. Let's start with our living room. So in our living room, most of the furniture we had before, the couch and the IKEA chair, we got from my boyfriend's parents, and they were already in this apartment. And the carpet my boyfriend already had, and other two things, the coffee table we thrifted, or we got off Facebook Marketplace maybe 5 months ago. We used to have this long skinny table and it just didn't make sense for the space. I fear this one might be slightly too big, but honestly I think it's slightly too big than too small. My boyfriend and I do love a TV dinner. So, we like having a big table. I like having books on there. I don't know. I like having a table where you can put your feet up. It's big. It's sturdy. I really like the dark wood. And I feel especially to me, a living room, TV room, it's meant to feel cozy. If I was really rich and I could have a sitting room and then a TV room, I probably would, but at the same time I want my TV room, my cozy space, I want that to feel I want when guests to come over for them to be able to sit down on the couch, get comfortable. I don't want it to feel rigid or cold, I want it to be cozy. And so I feel this table kind of adds to that. It gives this sturdiness to the room. It's heavy, and people aren't afraid to put their feet up on it. It's not it's gonna collapse or break if you put your feet on it or whatever. The other little black seat we have in there, I thrifted right before we moved into the apartment. I got it from this store called Eco Depot, which has really awesome furniture. I also thrifted this plaid blanket at a little church flea market for $30, and I absolutely love the colors. I think it's so beautiful. I do find the configuration of our TV room a little awkward. We also have the wall where our TV is. It's a big wall and the TV's kind of in the corner, and I'm just not really sure how to fill the space. I don't know if I should put some art up there. I was thinking about a bookshelf, but then the couch is right up against that wall, so you can't have anything that really protrudes that far. So I don't really know how to use that space. And if you have any ideas, leave them down in the comments. I would love to hear, because that has really been something I've had a hard time figuring out. I also think I want to paint it. It's like a green accent wall right now, and I think like just because we are a ground floor apartment, like especially in the summer with all the trees out and stuff, we do get like less sunlight, and so I think I just want to paint it like a brighter color, like even like white or cream or something like that, just so like it feels a little bit brighter. But that is a further away project. Anyways, so that's the living room. The front entrance, we haven't really changed anything. It's pretty much been the same since we moved in. My boyfriend got this mid-century modern dresser off Facebook Marketplace when he was in his old place, and so we moved it. And then we just have some little candlestick holders, which I got at like Renaissance for like $2. They look like they're wrought iron candle holders. They're not actually, like they're some other probably synthetic material, but they fooled me, so I'm hoping they fool others as well. And then we have this little mirror that I've had since like my first apartment, and you know, I don't love the like gold frame, but again, you know, I'm working with it. It's a nice mirror, it works. We got like a little tray from IKEA, like a little chrome tray that's below it, where we kind of throw out our keys and sunglasses and random knickknacks before we leave the house. And then I have a little piece of art that I got again from the thrift store. It's kind of very random, but I like it. And moving down, you have our bathroom and shower. We haven't honestly done anything really to these rooms. Again, I think eventually, I think it'd be really nice to like paint them. Like I think a dark color, especially because like they don't have a window. I'm like, might as well lean into the darkness of it and like make it moody. I do really like the toilet room. Like it has a built-in bookshelf above, so we have like most of our books in there. And I just think it adds like a fun little accent to the room. Moving on, we then have like our hallway, and then we'll go into the bedroom. I feel like the last updates video I did, I talked a lot about the bedroom. We got those nightstands, we had those lights that we put up on the wall, I put up that piece of art, and other than that, the only change we made is that I had this curtain back in my office area, and honestly, like I didn't really have a full purpose for a curtain. And so before in our bedroom, we had blackout curtains, and I just kind of I don't really love blackout curtains. Like I want some light to get through. And so now we just have this like sheer curtain, and it just creates the most like softest, beautifulest light. And honestly, it's a pretty similar color to our walls. And I think if anything, it makes me like our wall color better. The curtain, our lampshades, and the wall all kind of match, and it creates, what's the word? Where it's all matching. I can't figure out the word. Having all of those kind of be the same tone and color palette creates very like soft feeling in the room. And then we normally have sheets that are like a light blue, and it just makes the space feel really cozy. I love waking up to natural light. That's really the only change we made to the bedroom. Moving into the dining room space, we made a lot of changes in the dining room since the last video. We finally finished the bench that we were working on. Well, not fully finished. I think I still need to sand the plywood front and possibly varnish it. I just haven't really decided how I'm going to go about that and what kind of varnish I want to use. We upholstered it. We stapled the fabric down. We got some cushion off of Amazon, and I thrifted this like beautiful plaid fabric for $4. Super happy with that. And then we just got some more plywood and put it around the front of the bench. We didn't put any on the back in case we ever need to like fix anything or anything like that. But I'm super happy with the results. I think it looks so good. When my friend was staying here, it was so nice. Like we sat at the bench and like we did a puzzle and that sort of thing. And it just makes the space feel so much cozier. Other than the bench, another thing we changed is I got a new light fixture for the dining room area. Before there was like this old light fixture that was just hanging in the middle of the room. And in my head, it just made the space feel like not cohesive because it was in between, like off the edge of the table, kind of half in the hallway area. And just with the layout of the space, it just kind of made the dining area feel like very random. So I got this paper lantern shade off of IKEA. I got the big one, and then my boyfriend did the electrical stuff of like switching I don't know really what it is, but he did the electrical work and hanging up this new one, and I like it so much better. It just makes the dining space feel like a proper dining space. And then I also started working on a painting for the dining space area. I don't know if I'm going to keep it in this space necessarily, but it's a painting of my dog who recently passed away. And I feel like it might be a little bit too on the nose, because after I painted it, I was like, oh my god, like this is a little sad, because it's like my dog lying on this carpet in like this purple room looking towards a doorway of light, and I'm like, I don't know, it might be a little much, but maybe I'm the only one who looks at it and is like, damn, you're literally like drawing your dog looking to heaven. But anyways, I got inspired by, I saw these photos on Substack of Anais Nin's house in Los Angeles. I think that's how you pronounce her name. And just like the purple tones really got to me. Like all of a sudden I've been really obsessed with purple. And so I kind of picked purple. I kind of was like trying to simulate her house in the background and then kind of add my dog in there just for fun. Anyways, so I'm working on that. Not finished yet. I don't know if I love it. But, you know, it's a work in progress, and we definitely need some art in this space. Next thing, moving towards the kitchen, we have like our little stereo set up. My sister gave me this CD player that I love, but it was just set up on this like weird old speakers we had before, so I got rid of those, and I had this dresser in my office area, but I didn't want it to be in my office area anymore, so I set up the speakers on there, and I really, really love it. I also added the boudoir lamps that my boyfriend's parents got me for Christmas, and so when I turn them on, it creates this whole like vibey kind of space. I also moved some of the plants around that we had in that corner, so they kind of like frame the area. And then I had this like blue little circle IKEA mirror, and I was like, why not just add it above? This kitchen dining room area gets a lot of light in the mornings, but the rest of the day it gets pretty dark, so I really am happy with that. In the kitchen, I don't think we've really changed anything. I don't think I've really ever properly shown you guys the kitchen, but honestly it's a really nice space to have. We both love cooking, so we're in the kitchen a lot, but yeah, there's nothing really new with it, but I'll still show what the kitchen looks like because I don't think I've ever shown it. And then moving back into our laundry area, we just recently actually put up this shelf above our dryer so that we can put our bins of laundry above it, because before they used to just hang out on the floor in front, and my boyfriend just got an impact driver, so he was like super excited to use it. So on the weekend he was like, any projects you want me to do, like I will do them. So we found some projects to do so that he can use his impact driver. Anywho, and then probably the biggest change yet is to my office space. I made a whole video about how I wanted to create like a nice cozy office space, and then I did it, and then I realized I was still not using it. And something that I was really lacking in this space was a closet. It's an older apartment, and there was kind of two closets. There's one in like my boyfriend's office and one in our bedroom, but both are like pretty small, and the one in the office is bigger, but obviously it's my boyfriend's office, so he uses it as his closet, and the one in the bedroom was not practical. It's pretty deep, but like the door is super small, and it's like our bedroom's already really small, so like if the door is open, it like blocks the entrance to the bedroom. It's just like it's not super practical, and like for me who loves fashion, loves getting dressed, I just needed something better. So being a 24-year-old who can do whatever she wants, I made my office into a closet, like a dressing room, and I'm obsessed with it. Like it's so fun. So I got these pipes from Home Depot. I like drew it out with my boyfriend, and we sat on the couch, and I just like ordered different pipe bits, and then all by my lonesome I went and got a Communado and went and picked up like 60 pounds, probably more, worth of pipes. And I think the guy at the home hardware was like, what are you doing? Anyways, yeah, and then I brought it home. I have footage of me building it, but like after like I started filming it, and then like I didn't realize, but all the pipes were obviously greased up, so that like, because you know they're not made to be like a closet, and so I had to stop filming because like at a certain point I needed to like strip. I was wearing some nice clothes, and I was like, I need to literally do this in my like bra and underwear, because I don't want to get anything dirty. And so I stopped filming because it was also kind of hard. Like it was not as easy as I thought it was going to be. But yeah, I built myself like a 2-tiered closet, and then I had this shelf in my office and I moved it to the wall where the clothes are. And then I ordered myself one of the IKEA Hovet mirrors, which I love. I was at Eco Depot again, and I found this little like side table with these chrome legs and like black top. That's super beautiful. So I'm kind of using that as like my little vanity where I can put my little jewelry and trinkets and that sort of thing, and I love it. It's so beautiful. And I still have like my brown chair in there, which is too big for the space, and that's definitely like the next thing I'm looking to replace, but again, one thing at a time. I do want to put some art up in there. I haven't really gotten to that step yet, but I did put up this wrought iron candle wall sconce, which I love and I think is so beautiful. So I'm really loving the space, and it's making getting dressed be so fun. Honestly, I think that's pretty much all the updates. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you like these kind of videos, I would love it if you subscribed and liked, because that is honestly super helpful. I'm really enjoying making these YouTube videos, and I feel like I'm learning a lot and getting to explore these like kind of side hobbies, side quests of mine. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.